out there and perform at the highest level and just go out there and dominate with all his pitches tonight.
Patrick last worked on from this year where he threw the ball effectively, didn't get any support, and lost a 2-0 decision.
So overthrow and stay back a little bit longer on the pitching rubber.
And that's in play on the left side of the infield for Fletcher. One gone for a number of reasons. As Willie Castro digs in, a switch hitting second baseman, and he's got a base hit. And that kind of gets me to my question for you, Gooby. That pitch.
I think, depending on the moment of the game or where you at, a situation where there's a man on scoring position, you're always going to go with your number one pitch. But I think he will. Even though you have one of the best changeups in the game, I still think that fastball should be effective against the Tigers here tonight. You can see when you run that.
I'll get him ahead 0-2. 1 out, 1 on, and a fastball swung on and missed.
Is that your answer?
That's my
10 different center fielders with Mike Trout out of the lineup.
Tried to steal a long check of Castro and another breaking ball. That one's good for a strike. Sandoval struck out 4 on Friday against the Twins. To a big punch-out night for Patrick as he's in front of Haas 1-2 and spiked the ball 2-2 now. Throw off first. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The count to Eric Haas, and he just got a piece of that to stay alive.
Made a good.
And it's the catcher batting cleanup this evening. And Haas socks a fly ball back of first base. Walsh in foul territory, and that runner's left stranded. On to inning number.
For him to get back in the lineup this season, and he told me, I always want to be out there with the guys. August is a grind. My guys are just adding about a 15-minute extra part of his pregame routine, making sure the back and the core are nice and warmed up. But he said
without him talking about whether or not he'd return this year, and great to have Trout back on the field tonight.
And it always great anytime you talk about Miguel Cabrera.
Yeah, the guy at the plate got in his way twice. Nothing in his way tonight. 1 gone for the rookie left fielder Kerry Carpenter. Yeah, talking about Trout, because in the early part of the 2010s, they represented the best 2 players, if not in the sport, certainly in the American League, as Carpenter's retired too. P. Awards has finished second on 4 occasions. One of 4 players in Major League history. Works to Jonathan Scope, who is 0 for 7 at the start of the series tonight. Ditchland. A game that they led heading into the bottom of the 8th inning. And despite an inning when they struck out 4 times, the guard brought the fences in. And of course there was a flagpole that was in play at Tiger Stadium as well. It was a good idea. And it was only ironic that when they opened this place on the first game they ever played here, it snowed. Patrick Sandoval working. Patrick has struck out 2 through 2 innings. Oh, Candelario almost pulled the trigger. There's a base hit. Comes on a 1-2 count. Leadoff hitters aboard in the 3rd. Hitter aboard. Reyes has hit safely in 4 in a row and takes a strike. You know, from the home run ball, right? We know all about the 3 true outcomes game these days: walks, homers, and strikeouts. Well, this another 2-strike pitch in play, but this could turn into a double play, and it does. Well turned by 2, and we're in the middle of August with 71 homers for the season. Aaron Judge the Tigers are hitting a home run once every 56 at-bats.
Runs. But they got to work their way to get those runs.
Another ground ball. And despite the leadoffs,
you know, but the thing is, sometimes though with Patrick, it's been some walks that allow some of those singles end up driving in some runs though. He's very efficient so far. Pitch count wise is 30.
And Haas in the 4th. Good bite on that pitch. Indicative of that. Got him on the same pitch. Man, that is nasty.
So
1 gone for Javi Baez, who was a strikeout victim in the 1st. Man, does he take a rip. Oh, man. One of the most electrifying players to watch. But man, he will chase. A strike here if you're Sandoval and Suzuki. Kurt sets up on the outside. And that's a hot shot to third. Well played by Jose Rojas. Oh, 0-1 the count to Eric Haas. I like Sandoval's pace tonight too. You feel like as a viewer
down in the pitching rubber, he's doing a nice job of getting balanced and driving. That front hip could be quick at times.
2 balls and a strike to Eric Haas. High fly ball. Speaking of Happy Gilmore, sand wedge for Mike Trout. And another 1-2-3. Cabrera, Kerry Carpenter, and Jonathan Scope in the 5th. Struck out. That's been a difficult season for him at age 39. Told folks around. Into right field, and he flicks a base hit out there. This is 3rd hit of the month. Cabrera's aboard to start the 5th.
That's vintage Cabrera.
Mobility to the degree that he won't even play defensively anymore. He is just a DH as the first pitch to rookie Kerry Carpenter's fight. Bounces that one to shortstop. And
pitch.
And a guy who has been a problem for.
Yeah, you forget how big he is because he usually lifts. In the immortal words of Willie Wilson, who once said, "If God wanted me to walk, he."
Boy, I think Patrick almost had it. Still the ball and 2 strikes to Jonathan Scope. It is a fastball upstairs that turns into a bouncer and a double play. 8 of those have been strikes. And so far, that's his highest strike percentage against right-handers in a. They're going to crowd him here on 0-1. Chopper. Sandoval read that nicely and throws up.
Straight over the top because you're not on an incline of a mound anymore. You're on a flat surface. But you watch it.
1-0 pitch to Victor Reyes fouled away. They're on the box score for you. The 1-1.
I mean, you look at, and I like that 4-seam and 2-seam fastball to set up the secondary.
Got him with the heater. Strikeout number 4 for Patrick Sandoval tonight. Sometimes we are inclined to do. Here's Riley Green now. So Sandoval in 2 strike counts this year. Changeup sneaks that 94 cheese past you. That's a good slider. 1-1. He might be one of the best examples in the high walk total and a 3-8 record. That just doesn't give you a sense as to how good he is, to your point.
Look, he can paint a
2-2 to Green. Tried to get him with that same. The next 2-2.
Well, you look at his hands as he's
jammed him with a changeup.
So you're going back inside with another changeup, maybe. Oh, fastball.
Oh no! You got to ring him up there. Come on. Changeups, then that fastball. Let's see what they do on 3-2. Another fastball, and this will do the job. Gets his ground out to retire the side in order. I mean, he usually gives you a taste of everything. Comebacker for him, and a 1-pitch out starts the 7th. Include Castro's first pitch out here. Now it's Javi Baez.
Just trying to go.
Feels like they're going to crowd him here on 0-1. He just has no feel. Time he's been in there 0-2. Yeah, just like that. That's out there in left center. Here's Eric Haas, and he takes a slider for a strike. Haas has popped up and flied to center tonight.
We knew he got away with that one. This is reaction.
Yeah. Ball and 2 strikes to Haas. Yeah, they wanted the high fastball tonight. Got him swinging. 1-0 Angels. He has been fantastic on this evening. Miguel Cabrera has one of the 3 singles by the Tigers second. And Luis Rengifo takes over at third for Jose Rojas. And it's 0-2 to Cabrera.
Yeah, for a guy that's got a lot of ground ball outs tonight.
Ball and 2 strikes. At the start of their longest trip of the year is a big deal. And he strikes out the future Hall of Famer for it. Slider has him off balance. Terry Carpenter still just getting his first. Earned his way onto the big league roster with performance in the minors. And he too is a strikeout victim. That's.
I love that fastball away with Scope.
High strikeout total is 10. His career best is 13. Came last year against the Twins, and he's in front of Scope. Pitches in the 6th. I mean, this has just been masterful. Oh, Scope wanted to. 9 tonight. Yeah. First pitch slider in for a strike, and that pitch.
And he really hasn't overthrown it at all.
A bouncer and a routine out number 1. Double play and struck out. There have been 2 double plays turned behind Sandoval tonight, and he starts Reyes with a strike.
Even when he throws an elevated changeup like that, it's still the speed of the pitch from 93 to 83 gets a check swing foul.
That's into right field and down for a base hit. But credit Reyes with the nice approach that time.
Twice. Second.
Ties him up with a fastball that missed in. On the ground, Velasquez to Fletcher, the double play, and Patrick.